gusto. Amber and I have one more night in Sevilla, and since we can't afford where we've been staying for one more night, we're gonna check into a hostel for the first time. Something that we learned recently in Spain is the Airbnbs around here are very, very controlled. So there's not a lot of them. The cheapest that we have seen anywhere in the entire country is about $50 a night. This hostel for two of us, since we're paying for each bed, is not much cheaper.
Is there a place we can leave our bag?
So far, the nicest part about this hostel is there's no problems with us leaving our bags here. Airbnbs, they can be hit or miss whether something is ready or available for us, but hostels pretty much always have this.
And it doesn't sound like they're charging us for it. We just walked in.
Check-in is officially at 2. She said we could probably come back at 1 to get our room. So we're gonna see the city until then. We've got about an hour and a half. We wanted to stop at the bus station because we needed to find out exactly when the first bus to the airport is. And it does start here at 4:30. Our flight is at 8, so we have no room for error. We're in the Triana neighborhood, which is on the other side of the river from where we've been traveling around Sevilla all week. It's a completely different feel, and we're gonna go and explore around. There's a couple of things that we haven't tried yet that I desperately wanted to, so we stopped at this market to try them. We have chorizo. These are called bellotas. I'm not 100% sure exactly what these are, but it's a dried meat. Queso, and traditional Iberico ham, jamon. These are the ones that you see being hung and dried for anywhere between 12 and 48 months that they dry this ham. And of course, a caña. I'm gonna try the chorizo first. It's got a nice little chew to it, a little spicy, and it's got just enough little bit of fat in it to give you a little bit of different flavor. That's really good. Next we'll try these bolletas. It's like a mini cured sausage. The inside's a little softer. It's a real mild flavor. I know a lot of people don't like it, but the outer casing has a nice little snap to it, and the inside's nice and soft. So I really like that. Cheese, queso. That's really good. Last but not least is the Iberico ham, or jamon. It's a little more stringy, but it's real, real thin. It's a little oily. I'm actually surprised by that. It reminds me of a really, really good prosciutto. This is a great way to top off our Spain food journey. I think the chorizo is my favorite though. I think it's because it's spicy. This is a fun country.
I want to try the little... This is very hard. That is so much better than I thought it would be. And it doesn't have a weird texture. Wow.
I'll try the chorizo.
It's just really good pepperoni. Not as stringy or fatty as others that I've tried. So, I'd say that's 4 out of 4. Not my favorite, but it's not bad. I like it.
Success. You really can't go wrong here. It's gonna be good. This is the market of Triana, and it was great. It wasn't too busy, it was lively, you could get something to eat. All of that food that we had was 17 euro, so a little bit expensive, but the cured meat is expensive.
That's the bell tower that we climbed up yesterday. I booked this hostel a few weeks back, and for the life of me, I cannot remember if we're in a shared dormitory or if we have our own room. So it's gonna be a surprise when we get there.
It's like what I go through every single time we go someplace new. Not a clue what's gonna happen.
In my head, I'm thinking we paid just a little extra to have our own room, because if it's 2 beds in a dorm for 46 bucks, 46 euro, that's a lot.
it is time to finally check in and see what kind of room we got. I'm not going to film the room too much because it's other people's space. We are 1 and 2 beds of about 16.
Ooh, mine's plastic wrapped. Nathan's was not. Right next to our dorm room, there's an actual private shower. Although there's a private bathroom in our dorm room, maybe if it's full, you can come here, and this one looks a little cleaner. I almost understand why it's like 20-something euro per bed.
There's a pool.
What?
Rooftop bar, yo.
This place is awesome. There's actual water. Like, can you get in this right now?
Probably.
Wow. We've already made a new friend, Brian, from Ireland. He's our, not bunk mate, but bedside mate, I guess. And he basically explained that he doesn't, just because he stays in a hostel, that doesn't mean he has to eat out for every single meal. They all have kitchens, and for the most part, they all cook together and share their meals. That's amazing.
So far we've learned that there's a kitchen, there is laundry for a fee, there's a rooftop bar with a pool, and happy hour starts at 5. $1, €1 sangrias.
€1. We'll have to get one, for sure.
Oh yeah. Another thing we learned is that they have free walking tours that you can go on. They also offer pub crawls, all kinds of like group activities. So if you're a single solo traveler, hostels are definitely the way to go.
Yeah, don't let it stop you. You just have to be comfortable talking to people.
Yeah. Yep. And people from everywhere, which is more interesting, I think.
It's amazing. I loved Brian's accent. Not open? Maybe they don't want people showing up right at 5 o'clock.
Well, come on. That was our first pack up in the dark with 15 other people sleeping around us. And other than me kicking over my water bottle,
Are you kidding?
I'd say it went pretty successful.
I think there was a group that literally got in at 4 a.m. right as our alarm went off. Anyways, it's like 4:15 and our bus leaves at 4:30, so we're kind of behind schedule.
This morning we're gonna fly from Sevilla to Barcelona. We chose to fly because the trains in Spain are quite expensive, especially if you don't book them very far in advance. This flight was about €31. The EA bus to the airport is €4 per person, and we're on the first bus. It's 4:30.
The bus from Sevilla to get to the airport took almost exactly 40 minutes. I got sent back through security for a second time. All of my stuff got flagged like 4 different times. And Nathan left me. Haven't seen him in over 10 minutes. He probably thought that I somehow went into the airport. He's gone, probably looking for me. It was quite the check-in process. They did not like what was in my bag. Excuse me, sir. Maybe next time don't abandon me.
I looked around security for 5 minutes. You were nowhere.
I got sent through security twice. My bag got flagged every time.
So you weren't where I thought you were at.
Clearly. I'm hungry.
Where's stuff open?
We walked through our gate, down a staircase, and just got spit outside. Going a long ways.
Yeah.
Nathan's stuck in the back of the plane and I'm stuck in the front.
We've landed in Barcelona. We're gonna take a bus into town. The bus should cost €2.40, which is the cheapest bus we've seen from an airport.
We took the 46 bus from the airport to Plaza España, and the ride took about 20-25 minutes.
This was like the easiest airport transfer that we've had. It was nice.
This is the coolest plaza. I'm not going to do this story justice, but as far as I know, a tradition in Spain during Christmas is to put that smiley face log underneath your fireplace, and every day family members take turns beating it to get it to poo out your gifts. It's the poo log. I think that's exactly what it is, and it's a great tradition.
It's like a weird piñata.
Yes.
Hello. Room for salsa.
Once again, they held our bags for free, but we have 2 hours till check-in.
I'll be honest, we only have less than 24 hours in Barcelona. We're gonna walk around, look at some shops, eat certain things here that we haven't had before, and that might be about it. We have a flight tomorrow to Podgorica, Montenegro. I think every city in Europe has a Christmas market. Some are much more well known than others. Barcelona is no different.
Ui! Soc més tonto que una ceba!
The Christmas markets really aren't anything more than just Christmas decorations, nativity scenes, Christmas trees, and that's about it.
Going back to the poop log, you have to feed it scraps of food throughout the month of December, and then as you beat it with the stick, it'll poop out its presents, your presents.
We came to this restaurant to get two things, lemon beer and empanadas.
I don't have my hand sanitizer.
Oh no.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's a good summer drink.
What is it?
Beer with lemon juice added in. It's really good. I like it.
It's like a summer shandy if you've ever had one. That's adorable. These are the empanadas.
Those look really good.
We always say each country has their own type of little mini pie, and this is Spain's. So it's gonna be a dough stuffed with whatever you want. This one's stuffed with beef, I think cheese, and it said avocado on the menu, but I don't know where that quite is. Does not look like it's inside. It's good.
Yeah?
It's really good. The crust is like flaky, but not too flaky, so it's not dry. On top, they have like a sweet chili sauce and sour cream. I've never really seen empanadas like that, but our total for that was $16.80, and that was cheaper than McDonald's that we got at the airport. We're gonna head back to the hostel and check in. It is a hostel, but we have a private room this time. Shared bathroom, but private room. This hostel was €43 a night.
Next to bathroom.
Privado.
Fancy.
This is not what the pictures look like, but it's a private room and it has a sink, which I think is a bonus. This is like the slummiest looking hotel I've ever stayed in.
Yeah. Just one night. I'm gonna go check out the thrift stores downstairs.
All the hostel front desks close at weird times from like 7 to 9 a.m. Otherwise they're open all night. We're gonna take a slightly different bus to get to the airport. We're gonna grab some breakfast, but still head in that direction. We have about 40 minutes before we have to hit that bus. The problem with trying to find someplace to eat on a Sunday in Spain is everything's closed. Even on a regular weekday, things don't open until 8, 9. The Spanish are not early risers. All right, so we have our muffin sandwich and 2 coffees, and that was €7.35. Way cheaper than the airport.
You want me to take the coffee and stuff?
We're taking a different bus to the airport. It's the A2 or A1. It's like a proper airport bus. It almost goes straight there. Tickets were €5.80. We took this bus instead of the city bus because of where we had to walk. It was right there, and it'll get us there faster. That ride was 20 minutes. We even drove further than what we did getting to the city. So although it was more than twice as expensive, it was faster and more direct. That was nice. We have a little issue with our Ryanair check-in. We got nervous checking in. We couldn't get our actual boarding pass. They said we had to go to the front desk. All they had to do was check our vaccination card, make sure that we were okay there. They gave us our boarding passes for free. We didn't have to pay for them. And now we have to get them stamped at the ticket office, and then we'll be good to go. We've made it through security, we've made it through customs, and now we are going to board our flight to Podgorica, Montenegro. I can't take this girl anywhere without her trying to buy something. But at least she's thrifty.
What I would do is I would get rid of my clunky brown sandals and just use those instead of sandals.
Porto alguna cosa? Sí, i podem passar un bon Nadal. A veure. Vinga, jo m'amago. Ui!